everybody. It's Tom, and I am back for vlog number something 11, 12, some number. Today's going to be a bit of a different one. This one is entitled Real Talk, because I want to talk about, you know, some serious stuff. Stuff that we don't usually talk about. Well, not serious in a bad way, but serious in just a different tonally. It's tonally different than usual. It's not so much a comedy vlog, whereas it's more of a serious talky vlog, because they exist too. So I'm gonna do one of them. So yeah, I just got done recording my little short story experimenty thing. So that'll be going up tomorrow, i.e. Wednesday. No, wait, tomorrow's vlog. Shit. So today's Tuesday. I'm recording this on Tuesday, i.e. the day before the vlog goes up. So the short story thing will be going up the day after the vlog, so Thursday. Cool. I'll put that in the Twitch panel on our channel. Boop, boop, boop. That was pretty good. It went well. Still not sure how that's going to go down. I'm kind of excited to see how it does though, because if it belly flops, if it goes down like a fucking lead balloon, then I almost prefer that, because I'd like to know what I did wrong. I haven't written anything so long, I kind of forget how to do it. So that'd be nice. But also I'd be happy if it goes down well, obviously. If it has the intended effect and spoops some people, that'd be lovely. But a reminder, if you do see that video go up on Thursday and you're not into that kind of creepypasta style spoopy shit, then maybe don't watch it, because it might creep you out a bit, maybe. This is assuming that the intended effect actually works and it's capable of evoking that kind of response. Anyway, on to the main topic of the I was going to say podcast. It's a vlog, which is Real Talk. So I was thinking about it recently, and we are coming up to our year anniversary on Twitch. We started on August the 3rd, 2015. That was our first ever live broadcast on Twitch. Well, the first ever, scheduled live broadcast where we set out to actually do something. It was the first ever Bagel Kings broadcast. We played Worms, maybe? I don't know. We played some bollocks, but it was a long time ago. It was nearly a year ago now, just over a month. And we'll be about a month and 5 days, and we'll be hitting that milestone, which is crazy. We when we set out to do it, we both thought that we could do well. We both thought that we had the ability to do it. Well might be a bit of a push, but we thought that we wouldn't be, bogged down by it. We thought that we could handle it. We thought that we could, just do it. And I think after a year, it's safe to say that we have been doing it. I think it's safe to say that we've been doing it, and we're doing it pretty well. I think we're good at it. That's obviously open for debate, but I you know what I'm saying. Anyway, and that's great. I'm glad that we've made it this far, and we're still as enthusiastic about it as we've always been. We're still passionate about it. I'm gonna sneeze. Oh, pardon me. Yeah, and I think that's great. We both are, but I can obviously only speak for myself in this vlog. It's still my big thing that I've got going on, so I'm still 100% behind it, absolutely all the way. And Sashin is as well. Obviously, he's going to be looking for work, and when he gets work, he'll be spending time on that. But he'll still be as active and enthusiastic about the stream as he is now. What did I want to talk about? So, it was going to be an improv type thing. Yes, I remember. So what I was going to say is that when we started this, we were both still in uni. That's me included. Although my tenure at uni was short, at the time I had. This is when we were sort of theorizing the idea of streaming as a thing that we could do. In my head, it was sort of like, oh, okay, well I can be at uni, do all my studying, do all my exams and stuff, and have streaming as my big hobby that I do on the side. And then. Some of you know this, some of you don't. I got really ill, and I had to drop out of uni. It was it was about 70% illness, 30% this is really not for me kind of thing, because I was really ill, yes, but at the same time, I'd come back over the Christmas holidays, and January to February, no, it was February to March, because it was after exam season. I'd handed in my big essay due that was after exams, and there was just this month-long period where I'd read everything on the reading list, I'd done all the work, and I was just literally doing nothing. I was sitting in my halls of residence, my room in halls, every day, just doing nothing, waiting for work to come my way, and nothing happened. Which, obviously, it was first year, that whatever, that's fine. But like, I just had this moment, this epiphany moment, where like I'm spending $9,000 a year on this, plus, you know, like maintenance fees and cost of the room, and I'm actually not gaining much from the course. Everything I have to do to learn, I don't need to be enrolled at a uni to do, you know? You could say, well, Tom, but you've got to take the initiative to go and learn yourself, go to the library, get books out, but I can do that without being at uni, you know? And I felt like on the course I was on, i.e. English language and literature, I could learn everything I needed to learn. I could learn all the course content by myself. I could do that work myself. I didn't need a guided course at uni to do that, you know? So, 70% illness, 30% that is why I dropped out. Then, the stream, when it started in the summer, became kind of the only thing I had going for me, and it's remained that way ever since. So the reason for that is that I was in Cardiff. I had to go back to Cardiff after the summer holiday because I'd already, before I got really ill and had to drop out, I'd already decided to live in a house with three of my, one of my flatmates and two of their friends from last year. Or first year, rather. It was not last year now. So I had to move back to Cardiff because I couldn't just, like, drop out of the house and leave them high and dry, you know, because they still had to pay bills and stuff on that house. So I had to go back there to live there, because if I was paying bills, I might as well be living there, right? That was the logic. Then, I lived there for 3-4 months until Christmas. I got really ill again. This illness lasted from Christmas until mid-May, last month. I was intensely ill. Now, none of you probably know this, apart from Sash and maybe, I don't know, someone else, Cheebs, maybe. I was so ill. This is more ill than I've ever been in my entire life. This is with my bowel disease, my ulcerative colitis. It flared up, because usually the disease is in remission, right? So I still feel the effect of it, but it's severely nullified, you know? So I still get the effects of it, i.e. the sickness, the nausea, the stomach cramps, but it's not that bad. It's easily livable. You can easily have a normal life with it. But from December till May, it had gone into flare-up. It had gone into severe status, where all the symptoms became 10 times as severe. And it's one of those diseases that's kind of invisible, so it practiced enough, it can be quite easy to hide it. So I could just about manage 3 hours a day, 4 days a week with this. But aside from that, I was housebound. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't even think about looking for work because I was spending like 6 hours of my day on the fucking toilet. Now, embarrassing as it is to say, who the fuck cares? It's the truth. I don't care. But you can understand why that would be debilitating in terms of leaving the house and having a social life and having a job and doing things that a normal human being does, you know? So streaming became, because of the nature of it, because of the fact I can do it from my house behind my computer, be just a staircase away from the toilet kind of thing. You can see why that would become such an attractive prospect for someone like me, someone who was that ill. And it did. It became my fucking rock. It was the one thing I had to hold on to, you know? It was it was like the one thing that kept me sane. And it's been intensely good for my sanity, my mental health, having the stream to be there as a thing that I can do, you know, and not just being in my room day after day playing video games, staring at a fucking wall. I make that joke all the time that when I'm off stream I just stare at a wall, and it's obviously it's not true. I'm not just staring at a wall, but in terms of productivity, that's essentially what I'm doing. But the stream, the fact that I have something that I can go to and it feels like a job, not in a bad way, but it feels like what I'm doing is productive enough to be classified as work. Now, obviously, there's millions of people that would disagree with that, but I think that what we do as streamers is it's essentially work. We're providing a service to the people that watch us. Now, one day, I hope it's my kind of dream that will become an actual job. I'll be able to actually do that and have an income and live off it. But until that happens, obviously, it's just a hobby. Which is fine, because that's the natural way of things. You see tons of streamers who, not to shit on anyone, I'm not going to name any names because I don't really know anyone that does this, but you see a shit ton of streamers that come into it and they don't really understand how it works. They sort of start and immediately they expect to have that lyric status, where everyone is just giving them money and giving them free games and stuff, and they try to fast forward themselves or fast track themselves onto the next step, so they try and shower people with giveaways and do loads of underhanded things that will get them followers, rather than really working to build up a community. And I feel like that's what we've done. We may not have succeeded in terms of drastic growth over the past year, but what we have done, 100%, I don't think it's hard for anyone to argue with this, is that we've really created and cultivated a community for ourselves on Twitch. We've got a lovely community of people. Isn't particularly large, but the people we do have, they are loyal. They come back time and time again to watch us. They enjoy it. A lot of them we class as our friends. It's been an incredible time in terms of just building a community. And I think that although we may not have grown as fast as our peers that are in similar situations, we've got a really strong community, and we're really thankful for that. And I think that because of the environment we've created. Well, created is a bit of a stretch. The environment we've provided is a better way of putting it, because we provided the environment for you guys to come into, but you are the ones that have really, made it your own and interacted with each other and become such mainstays on the channel. So yes, if it wasn't for us, it wouldn't exist at all, but, it's one of those symbiotic relationships where both have to exist for it to exist at all, That's what I'm saying. And having that there, having a place where I can turn onto every day, log onto every day, and now I'll have that, I almost want to say support group, but that's not what it is, because I don't need a support group. But just having that network of people that I can talk to, and that I know will be there to watch, and that I know will be able to have a laugh with, it's been really important for me, just to not go insane, So thank you is what the whole thing was building up to. I guess really long-winded way of saying it, but thank you. And I guess the only things to talk about left really are how I want to take things forward in terms of long-term goals. Now, I was worried for a second when I started this vlog, because in my own head it sounded like I was foreshadowing the end of the channel or something. It sounded like I was saying, okay, it's been a great run, we've been going for a whole year, but it's time to call it quits, Not at all what I was going for. I hope none of you were worried about that for a split second. That's just how it sounded in my head that I was coming across. Anyway, I really want this stream to be a thing that I can do with Sashin for as long as possible. I want this to be... I'm better now, by the way. To preface this, I'm back in remission, basically. I'm well again. So I'm going to be probably looking for a job quite soon, assuming I'm well enough for more than a few days. But for me, personally, once again, I can't speak for Session because in my vlog he's not here, but I want this to become my job at some point in the distant future. I want, at some stage, for streaming to become what I do as a career. Obviously, until then, I can't live off it, because that's just not how it works. But if we continue to put in the work, day after day after day after day after day, if we can continue to grind at it, I feel like one day it will just happen. Maybe that's naive, maybe it won't ever happen, maybe we'll never get to the point where we can live off it, but even if we don't, we're not just going to stop, because I feel like we've come way too far now to just stop. I'm sure a lot of you will agree. If we just turn around one day and said, nah, we're done. Like, there'll be people that will be upset by that, you know? Maybe not many people, but there will be people that would have an effect on it. And I don't want to give it up, but even if I did, I wouldn't be comfortable with just abandoning people like that, you know? Because that's not cool. And that's not the reason why we started this in the first place. So yeah, I may have less time in the near future because I might be looking for a job. I want to do something, as I've mentioned previously, like voice related. I want to try and learn how to do voice acting as a thing that I can do, or something like that, something on those lines. But on the short term, I went to if you remember a couple of weeks ago, D&D was cancelled on Tuesday. We had to rearrange it. I went to a college reunion. Also, my old college friend saw my old tutor, and she said to me, potentially offhand, and maybe not actually meaning it, you know, one of those awkward social situations, that I could have been doing some work there, because we got on really well. She was sort of my mentor while I was there, and she can vouch for, you know, that I'm good at things. So I could potentially be working there sometime soonish. I've emailed her. I'll see what she says. Basically, I could have a job at some point soon, because I think I'm well enough now to start thinking about that. I might not, but I'm going to try my best to get one. That being said, we're still going to put the same amount of time we have been putting into the stream. And yeah, we're gonna keep thinking of new ideas, keep thinking of how to make it better, because that's the biggest thing we're focused on all the time. We lose sleep over trying to make this thing better, because we want it to be the best experience for you guys and for us as is possible. And that's really what our goal has always been in doing this. So I think we're doing well. I think we're doing the right things. Sometimes I get, you know, a little bit sad that it's not happening as fast as I hoped it would. You know, I had this goal in my head that I wanted to be at 1,000 followers after a year. You know, that hasn't happened, but like that's fine. We don't need to compare ourselves to other people, because that is, I feel like in any aspect of life, that is the quickest road to just like ultimate failure. You know, if you start comparing yourselves to other people, you start thinking you're shit, and we're not shit. You know, we're just, I don't know what it is. I don't know why we don't get loads of viewers and followers and stuff, but it doesn't matter, because what we do is fun for us. And if we try and focus too much on the negatives and why we don't get loads of viewers and followers, it becomes not fun for us. So, me especially, I'm guilty of this. I'm guilty of being a numbers and analytics like fiend. I need to stop, and I have been stopping, and it's been great. It's been lovely to not have to worry about that. And yeah, I think that's what we're going to be doing going forward. Just focusing on making the stream the best possible environment for everyone, you know? Because that's what we want. We want a community that's happy. We want us to be happy. And yeah, that'll do it. How long is this thing? 18 minutes. Jesus Christ. If there's anyone still here, clapper. Many clappers to you. Thank you for watching for so long. You're one of the dedicated few. We love you. And yeah, thank you for allowing me this 18.5 minutes of self-indulgence. Yeah, it's been stuff that I wanted to talk about for a while, but didn't really have a format or forum to do it. So thank you for watching. I hope this has provided you with something. I don't know. Anyway, vlog over. Like I mentioned, the little short story experimenty thing will be coming out tomorrow, i.e. Thursday, the 28th. Oh, Thursday the 30th. Maybe the end of June. Okay, Thursday 30th. So look forward to that if you're into it. If not, I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.